Heidi, you can wait until Anna's done.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, either way. Okay, we're good. Like, I don't want to tell you what's up. But yeah, everything. And I just always told myself I was Wonder Woman, I was superhero, like I could figure it out, like I had my babies without drugs, I never had postpartum, I never had anything, like, everybody's got something. You gotta figure it out. So anyway, guys, I'm really excited to get my head back on, because I feel like it's just been off for like a while. Okay, so that's number 1, health and hormones. Number 2, if you're not where you want to be, I just read, I was listening to a book that seriously, the book is meant for like production CEOs, and I'm just trying to gain something out of it that I can pull, because I'm like, I don't have employees, I don't have all this stuff. But they said your daily habits shows your number 1 priorities, right? So what you always like sink back into is like your number 1, like what your focus is, or like what your goal is, right? And so if you have like where you spend your time is really what your like heart is speaking at, which makes perfect sense. But when you look at your day, how often you're probably with your kids a lot, really, that's your number 1 priority. That is, right? Because that's where you spend the most time, is with your kids. So that is your number 1 priority, right? So how much time are you giving to the things that you're wanting to make happen? So let's talk about how much time you can actually pencil out. You know it, right? I'm not going to go through it, so put that as your number 2. Am I giving myself enough time to actually put something into play? And I'm going to give you smarter ways to work in those time blocks, but you have to have something to work with. You can't just be like, not doing it today, because then nothing happens, right? But if you said, no, I did put on my calendar that I was going to, heck to high waters, I was going to put in at least an hour a day, or 20 minutes a day, or half an hour a day to my Mary Kay business, you got to block that in, and you got to say no to other things, and you got to say no to the television that's calling you because you've had a long day at work. You got to say no to your kids for like 20 minutes. You got to say no to people who are calling you, moms who's on the, who needs to talk. There's so many good things out there, but you got to think about long term. If I really want to be here, what do I say no to today so that I can say yes to this opportunity down the road? Okay. Now, with that being said, Hotline could not have come at a better time, you guys. Seriously, I don't know what it was today, but that is what we're training on, because I have been working on creating my social media outlets in a way that gives me stage presence online. Have you guys thought about doing that? Because I am the number 1 opposite, because I'm always about being with the person. I'm always one-on-one, and this does not stop me from doing that, okay? This is only a help. This is only something that's like, I only got this much time, and I didn't need to see this many people. Do you guys feel that's kind of the case right now? You need to reach the goal that you have, you need to see this many people, but right now you have this much time to actually work it in. We're going to try and see if we can't find a funnel to connect this with this that makes magic happen while you're sleeping, and that gives you the results you need in the morning, okay? This is not a get rich quick, but this is something that will help you get rich faster, for sure, okay? So, with that being said, okay, so if you were going to do something starting with just your normal Facebook page, okay, you can do that, or you can do this with your customers if you've already started like filtering your customers. If you don't have a lot of customers right now, or you haven't like put together a page or whatnot, start with your regular Facebook page, okay, on Mondays. So put on Mondays, you're actually going to have like every day you're going to post something. I'm going to give you an actual prescription. So you can take it home and you can do something every day. Take 20 minutes. Take 20 minutes to really make it something good, okay? So Mondays is going to be motivational Mondays, okay? So post something inspiring. Post a thing about Mary Kay that is inspiring to you, or post something just inspiring to get people to start looking at you more, okay? So what I'm going to start doing is nothing Mary Kay except for maybe once a week, okay? But I'm going to post every day. And I'm going to make it so that my followers actually are following. Okay, because right now I post once every 4 months, just because I don't feel like I really want to share my life with anybody, which is so dumb, because I'm an extrovert. But again, getting my head on straight, maybe I'll be a different person next week. Okay, so Motivational Monday. Tuesday, we're going to have Tip Tuesday. Okay, so give a tip. Give a 30-second tip, so the time that you burned off when you were waxing, right? Talk about night solution. It's a tip, right? Hey, if you guys have ever had wax burn, we're going to get real. We're going to get real. People start looking at you saying, oh my gosh, she's willing to talk about her wax burn. My wax burn. And I have a burn. And I need something. Anna's my girl. I'm following her. click, okay? Make it things that you could be like, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Make it like that so people are actually like clicking on your videos and looking at your comments. So a tip about something Mary Kay related being like, hey, did you know that our lifting our lash and brow building serum really does work within 2 weeks? Look at my eyebrows, right? Or did you know that Mary Kay doesn't test on animals? Or, I mean, that would be more like fun fact, but a tip that you could help them with, like maybe a makeup tip or a life hack. It doesn't have to be Mary Kay related, okay? Be like, did you know that, or, you know, here's a tip for taking paint off of your wall, oil-free eye makeup remover. Or crayon collages off of your wood floor. That's what I use it for. Murals. I get crayon murals every once in a while on my kitchen floor. Don't know how that happens. Anyway.
Nobody ever does it.
Nobody ever does it. It just happens. It just happens. I wake up and boom. It's like my leprechaun is always coming back. All right. So Wednesday is going to be I love Wednesday, okay? This is a WOW day, okay? So WOW stands for Women Out Working, okay? Women Out Working. This is probably the biggest one that you could do for somebody else to give you and her credibility, recognition, and everything, okay? So what they're thinking about here is find somebody, find somebody out there that's working, be out in the grocery store, be out and about on a Wednesday, and say, oh my gosh, I want to, feature this about you, or maybe you saw it online, it doesn't have to be in person, but use that opportunity to warm chat. Be like, hey, I'm looking to feature a woman out working today. And I saw you, the way that you work with your customers, you have great customer service. I saw how you compliment everybody who comes through your cashier line. You chat with everybody like you really care. You went out of your way to make sure to like walk down 5 aisles to help somebody find the ketchup. Like I just noticed that about you, and I would like to feature that on my Facebook today. Do you mind if we take a selfie together, or I take a picture of whatever you want to do, really, is however you want to go about that. But it's an opportunity for you to be like, hey, I'm a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and I'm out to feature working women. I do skincare and makeup on people. Is there any reason why I couldn't borrow your face and have you come to my studio on Wednesday night to get a free workup done? Perfect, guys, perfect. So anyway, I love that. So women out working, it could be online or offline, but I would personally try and find something that's out there. And it could happen on a different day, but save it for Wednesday, It could happen like 2 days before. Okay. So feature someone, lift her up, tag her in it, friend her on Facebook. Do whatever you can to do that. Okay, Thursday, Tutorial Thursday. You guys got to get a little bit comfortable in front of the camera, just enough, so that people really do want to follow you. Anna, you've got great tips and tricks to share. Don't even give me that look, okay? Like really, really.
Awesome.
I mean, and even if it started with one of your selfies and said, guys, look at the way I did my lips today. And you commented about how you used Mary Kay Spice Tea lip liner to outline the border and then fill in and then give yourself like this, like one of the tips we learned at Robert Jones. Yeah. And be like, and then I filled in my lips and I gave myself an ombre look and I used the Mary Kay Pink Parfait lip gloss and like, look at this. What do you guys think? Something that could be almost like a tutorial if you are really that scared to get in front of the camera.
Does it have to be a video or?
Well, that's what I said. If you don't want to get in front of the camera, you can just, selfie and be like, this is how I did it. Like almost like a tutorial on words instead of like, okay, watch me, guys.
Well, and I was thinking even like our Wednesday night trainings when we do the makeup,
That's
we
what I was
could post
thinking.
the next day and say this is what we learned. Here's a tutorial from
Right.
last
So
night's
so
training
yes.
or
So
something like that.
Thursday comes after Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're here Wednesday doing the videos. You post it Thursday. I'm all about you guys getting in front of the camera and doing it too. So have you guys been watching how I've been doing more and more of those? Like, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm actually like,
I know.
this is how it's done,
I know.
right? So I'm like, okay, seriously, we have stuff to share. Do you realize like how many people are doing what we're doing and they are getting paid by YouTube now? And I'm like, guys, bring it here. So we're calling this the Mary Kay Pink Dreams Beauty Studio and just giving it a name and giving it credibility and now doing like how-tos. So you guys bring models, get them in this chair, show them like a tutorial, and seriously, that would take like 2 minutes for each of us to have a model and videotape, and then everybody gets one for Thursday. And we all have our Facebook pages going, and now Davita looks like, oh my gosh, if Davita can do that to her, I'm booking with her, right?
Right.
And now more people are attracting you instead of you having to find the time to track them, and everybody's coming your way. That's what this is all about, is having more people come to you than you have to reach out to them, okay? So Friday, are we liking this?
Well, and even when you do reach out, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know what you're doing, like,
Right.
or, yeah, it just kind of gives you one more thing.
Credibility.
Like, one more thing.
Yeah, so it could be friends that are looking to you, or it could be people that are just like, you get that popular, people are just, you've got a YouTube channel of all these.
Friends.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially if you are tagging your models, like they have friends you don't have, and stuff
Right.
like that, and so that, like one time I did somebody's face and
That's
she
true.
tagged me in it, and I was like, this is sweet, and like all these people are like seeing it, liking it,
Totally.
like, and so like when I book her party, like all these people have already seen her, and so it like.
And if you do have people, like you said,
Yeah.
referrals that come in here, and I've never met it before, but after this, we better be Facebook friends, because I'm posting your video, and now all your people
Yeah.
not only are getting a call from me, but see me online.
Yeah.
That's kinda cool. That's right, Heidi.
I kind of just, yeah, and like even seeing someone's face, it's like, oh, that's a person. It's not just a robot call. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
know how many
Just, like,
people, some Mary Kay
it
girls are
helps,
like,
it helps.
hey, you don't know me, but I was referred to you, and they send a video like that.
Oh wow.
So if you really like get gutsy, I know it's kind of gutsy
You
because
just
you're
send
like,
that,
oh
send
my
that
gosh.
video instead of texting. Yeah.
But so many people are like, okay, because I seriously called somebody today, and I've been, oh my gosh, are you guys getting the same phone calls? Like, telemarketers like crazy, like 10 a day. I can't even answer the phone. Now I answer the phone and I start hacking. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like like, or like blare up my music. Where are we at? Because it's just annoying, and I don't want to be that. But
Pre-record it.
how crazy that is, though, that I get on the phone and I'm like, hey, you don't know me. And what used to work sometimes doesn't even work anymore for even me. I'm like, guys, I'm not the person that you think I am. People need it real.
Yeah, 'cause it-
They need it to be so personal and real. Okay, ready for Friday? Okay, so Thursday is Tutorial Thursday, how-tos, makeup stuff, okay? Friday, fun facts about you. So make it a day where people actually get to connect with you and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know Anna loved green that much. Enough that like, I seriously have to give you this gift, I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was.
Do you want me to just show it to you? No, I found this. I was seriously just out and about, and I was like, it just screamed Anna.
Oh
It
my
seriously
God,
just screamed
that's
Anna.
so
But I know
cool.
she loves green that much, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I was seriously walking out of the store, and I was like, wait, I have to go back and get that for you.
Oh my God,
That's so
that's
sweet, because I'm like, have enough.
You're welcome.
Look,
You're
it's so
you.
cute.
You're gonna make me cry.
I hope you
Thank
love
you.
it. You put it on your wall, and you just like
love
remind
this.
yourself to get out
Definitely.
there and dream big.
Definitely. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Oh my God.
That's why I was like, come to me! I have to get this to you because it's been sitting down there for like 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you.
You never know when I'm gonna
Thank you.
like highlight you. So make sure I know what your interests are. What like what those little quirks about you and fun facts are about you, because I might just be like, let me get that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so a glimpse into who you are and what you love. So let people know that about you. I'm gonna have to try and find things that are like unique about me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes I forget. But it's a day to like spotlight yourself, be like, or ask your significant other, ask somebody, be like,
Well,
what?
then you can ask like, here's a fun fact about me. What fun fact do you love about you? You know, and just to kind of get comment, like
Get
I
some
don't know, get some
responses.
interest, get some comments. Yeah. Just to kind
Like, how many of
Create
you love
conversations.
pickles with their tortilla? Do you love like ham and pickles on your tortillas? With cream cheese or something? Yeah. Like, how many other people are crazy like that? Yeah, like some people, they needs to be different enough. Like, not everybody loves green. Like, for some reason that just sticks out. Anna loves green.
And people know that about me.
Yes.
Like, I think my mom gave me this pen. My purse is green. I mean,
That's why I always go out of my way. I'm like, it's gotta be that kind of green too.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's Anna's. You're You're welcome. Okay, so and then Saturday is reserved for pets, family life. I mean, anything that's kind of just make it a something about your family or your lifestyle or something like that. So Friday is just about you, like fun facts, and then Saturday would be like time out with family or a highlight about your son or daughter, how proud of you are, something that just kind of like pulls them back into the picture, like, hey, this is my family life, or my pet, or something like that. Do you have a pet again?
Well, we have a cat at
You
my
do?
mom's.
Okay.
I mean, we still have a cat, but we're not
yours?
ready for. No, I'm not ready for another
to get
pet.
one yet.
Not yet.
Just wondering. And then Sunday is fun day, whatever you want. I was thinking spiritual too. I think Sunday everybody can I have so many things I could post that are just inspirational quotes or spiritual thoughts or just anything that would just help people in their faith. I think would be huge. So that's just she just said fun day, whatever you want, but I thought Sunday's a great way to just kind of because I'm very strong in my religious affiliation to do things on Sunday that are helping with that religion. So I'm well, I might as well post something that I'm working on, faith based. So are you excited to utilize that? So have that just try and time yourself, put yourself on a timer. It may take a little bit longer at first just to try and think of new ideas. But now once you schedule this as a habit, hopefully you'll have things pop into your head. I could do that on Thursday. I could do that on Wednesday. I could spotlight her on Wednesday. I could do something on, what do people want to know? Oh my gosh, people don't know that contouring doesn't go up here, or, do something trippy with our Mary Kay products. Be like, hey, what you just saw with her, I'm going to do with this, with Mary Kay. I know you do need to go. Thank you for staying so much longer than you told me you were going to. I was trying to be quick, but you know me and my tangents. I'm not helpful at staying on point, so.
Jason's
good to
dad's
see
watching
you.
him, so he has to hit the road, so.
Thank you for being here, and don't forget your stuff, and
No, I got it right here, so, and hopefully I'll be feeling better soon, and I won't be over here when I'm about to hurl.
Oh, are you still
So
feeling that right
bad.
now?
So bad.
Oh gosh.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Nice to hear.
Good to see you.
Feel better.
I don't watch the rest of the video, sorry. At all.
You're so good. You're so good. Thank you for just being here.
You guys stay home, drive safe.
So that hopefully gives you two things, right? So health hormones. Second thing is, are you scheduling at least some time, block of time, 20 minutes to do this, 10 minutes? I would give yourself 20. Don't overwhelm yourself, but give yourself 20 to just kind of every day find 20 minutes. And maybe it's not going to be that exciting at first, or maybe it is. I don't know. Just give yourself the benefit of the doubt. This is going to get leads. People are going to follow it. You're going to get some excitement off this page. And then, and just see, the more you're, posting different things that kind of create interest and kind of connect you with people a little bit better, I think the more trust there is, there's more, what am I thinking, connection.
It's more than selling, just selling.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. It makes it more personable.
And I think that what happens is, they say people are living online. Do you know that that's a thing now? People are living online, which sounds terrible, but how often, guys, we're checking Facebook more than once a day, right? Hopefully, whatever. I don't even know anymore. I'm maybe we shouldn't, maybe we should, but we want to connect. That's why we do it. We want to know what other people are doing.
Well, for
We
me,
wanna
that,
know
at least
what's-
I can have a timer, and that's what I'm doing online.
Yes.
Instead of
Give yourself
spending hours, I
permission
can
to
just
be
say,
online.
okay, I'm gonna be online for 5 minutes or whatever, and just do my post for the day.
And the thing for me is I'm, I work, 8 hours.
Right.
So I think social media is kind of like my me time. But I usually do it when I know when I have downtime. But I don't really try to spend so much time because
Right.
going on.
Well, you don't want to be like this when your kids are around.
No.
So try and schedule it where it's okay, mommy's gonna get on my phone for 20 minutes, and make it on point, right? And if you're quick about it, maybe do scroll through some things, but do it on purpose. Be like, what are people doing that might, I could totally share my experience with that, or, just give yourself a couple of ideas, or maybe like find out what people are needing, or maybe even find needs of others. I mean, that's what I use it for. Oh my gosh, she just had a baby, maybe she's interested in pampering time, or now she's gonna stay home with her baby, maybe we should talk business. I mean, I do that, I try and do that. So don't be lazy about it, be like, until I see something funny, or until something really like, you know.
And just like a quick example, like I have, you know, a lot of friends that are, you know, working in universities and, you know, they post about interesting things and I'm like, I want to be like that one day. I want people to see me as a positive role model. So it does, you know, make a bit, I mean, people, you watch people and if they inspire you, you want to be like them. So I want to be a person that people want to be like.
This is your credibility online. This is what exactly what we're doing. We're establishing it. So, and when you think of the word establish, it's not going to be quick, and it's not going to just happen overnight that everybody's just going to be like commenting on every single post. What it is going to do is it's going to be this base almost. It's not going to be this one thing. It's going to be this series of. There's another telemarketer. What is the deal? It's going to be this series of. Oh, Heidi West, the one who I know all about you. I mean, I don't, but I do. Like, there's just I connect with you. I mean, I see you all the time, and I look forward to every Wednesday seeing who else you're going to feature. I mean, I've been watching you for 2 years. You know, it's that kind of establishment, right? It's not, and I'm not saying it's going to take 2 years for people to start like noticing what you do, but over time, I mean, it's just your presence in society / online is going to be there because you're just known to like help a girl out. Feature somebody else, give somebody a tip or a life hack, give somebody like a moment of your life or an interest that you have or you know what I mean. Spotlight your family, and I hope this doesn't become tedious, but it kind of becomes like your own journal that you can look back on and be like, wow, look how much I've grown, you know, look how much I've been able to share out there.
Well, and I know even like when I first like made my first online video, it was terrible, and I'm still not great, but like I feel like little by little, you know, I just pick up on things I could do better, make it more interesting, like.
You know what's crazy is Heidi started doing those. I've only done 2 my whole life. Do you know that? You probably saw them. Maybe you didn't.
I know. That's why I was like in shock.
I don't come out.
No.
It's like a coming out party for me. Like, here I am. I've been living in the closet. Anyway, people started asking me if I was still in Mary Kay because they saw Heidi. I was like, I recruited her. I'm the director. Like, but no.
She's just a consultant, yeah.
No, I mean, I wasn't like that, but I was like, oh my gosh, I don't put myself out there. People don't even know. And how would they? How would they? Unless I'm the one calling them for another free facial every 2 years or something, you know? People that actually, like, I grew up knowing, and my mom's friends and stuff, how would they know? How would they even know? I post once a year about Mary Kay. Because I just was like, I didn't want to be that person. You know those people who are like, I'm drunk ID. I've never been like that, right? I'm very much like, let's be personal. Let's layer people. Let's get them in the studio and then do this and, you know. But anyway, this is not doing that either. We're not like recruit, but it does create that relationship, the connection, the everything, the trust that we need to then take it from there and filter it into our, can I show you a Mary Kay video about our business training? And they would be totally fine because they've seen your face a million times and they know they can trust you and they connect with you and they like you. Sure, why not? You know? I think that's our biggest thing is when somebody tries to sell us on something, we're like, I don't know you. What do you know about me? And so we need to have that.
Yeah, and I don't like it when people like only message me to sell me something. Like,
So this
it
is
doesn't
your
make
way.
me feel special.
Right.
You know.
Right. So here's the next step. So this is you posting out there, giving everybody stage presence. Now how do we, or giving yourself this platform, right? Now how do we invite? So this part is the part that I've been training on, that I've been doing trainings on. I'm actually paying for like a lot of different things to like get really good at online stuff because I'm still not coming out all the way until I feel good about it. But anyway, so my points and my tips for you would be these. join, and I told Heidi about this, join 5 to 7 Facebook groups that you connect with, okay? And you're not going there to troll, you guys know what trolling is, or to post stuff about your business, or to share anything about your, like, marketing, okay, or products. Nothing. So you're like, okay, great, Emily, now, again, nobody knows I'm in Mary Kay. But wait for it, because just like you said, how many of you like to get on the phone about that? That's why I always try to connect. Your friend said, you know, maybe you would be somebody that would be excited about being featured in a networking program. That always has been my biggest thing. I can't even tell you how often, if I ever get stuck in leads, it's because they're not feeling connected enough to say yes to meeting with me, because they still feel sold even though I'm not selling anything. They still feel like I'm selling, you know, like some people just do. Because it's like, you don't know me. Get to know me. Build a relationship. Build some trust. And then I'll give you the time of day. That's just how people are. I was like that too. So, here's your deal. You join 5 to 7 Facebook groups. And in those Facebook groups, you're there to network. So the way that you find those 5 to 7, the way that you find those groups is you find your interests. So if you love golden retrievers and golf, go find golden retriever and golf pages. If you're interested in creative play with kids, if you're interested in preschool at home, if you're interested in autism awareness, you're interested in helping other mothers or being a part of an autism group, a mother's autism group, or being a part of Strength for Women, any kind of like empowering women, or I mean really anything. I'm gonna look up dancing and acting and performing and connoisseurs of the kitchen. I don't know, you know, like life hack moms or whatever. Anyway, and so I'm looking for all these different things and joining them. That's kind of what I've been doing all week, is trying to find the groups that I want to be a part of, and actually adding yourself. You have to request to be a part of the group and agree to not trolling and agree to not posting your Facebook links and your business links and all that stuff. And so from there, it's a place for you guys to network. And so you comment on there, you post on there, you say, guess what? Like, this is what I did with my daughter who has autism. This is an experience that we shared. I thought I would just share it with you guys and maybe we can connect. Those people that like it and comment back are people that you can then add as a friend. And out of about, 18 people that you add as a friend, I think they said like 12 will actually respond or something. I mean, just to give you an idea. So not everybody will confirm that. But after you befriend them, create your own little chat. And it does not, again, you don't jump into Mary Kay or business, you still talk about the thing, okay? And I'm not trying to be strategic, but I'm trying to be real. Like, how many of you would love it if as soon as you became their friend, they tried and sold you? Like, again, you need to, like, continue on. So I saw that you liked my post. Are you in a similar situation, or have you had somebody that also has autism in your life? This is what we do. This is what we do. You know, have a discussion like that, and then, you know, when the time is right and when you find a need, then you fill it, right? So look for a need, ask for a need. You know, do you feel like you have enough time to spend with her, you know, or him? Or do you feel like you are, you know, struggling with time management and people skills? Do you feel like you would need an outlet for girl time and mom time and friendship because of how much time this child needs? Like, what are those things that you feel like this has changed in your life? For good or for bad, you know, and just try and figure that out and be like, hey, I know this is, you know, maybe off topic, but I get my fill or my satisfaction from being in Mary Kay, and this is what I get from Mary Kay: the friendship, the kind of camaraderie, the positivity, you know, being able to be heard and be, you know, in a group that cares, and, you know, to have that kind of vibes going on. I mean, is this something that would bless your life if I even just gave you a free facial and brought you into an atmosphere like that for a night and treated you as the mom that you deserve to be, you know, be treated like? I mean, how would that be if I did that? If I kind of was like that? Wouldn't that be like more of your language? Mm-hmm. Like, I'd be speaking your love language, mm-hmm. and finding the needs that you have before I jumped any gun. Mm-hmm. And that's what Mary Kay's always been about. Find a need and fill it. Find a need and fill it. So until you see the need, don't pounce. Right? And still be very, very soft and very, you know, like women are the hardest to sell on anything. We are. because we want to make sure that like we checkpoint everything, and that our family, we don't rock the boat over here, and we're not getting scammed or conned into anything. I mean, we're very skeptical. Men are like, how much is it? Got it, done. She's gonna love it. You know, guys are like the easiest to sell. Women are harder. So make sure you're very like gentle with it. You guys are good. So, so find 5 to 7 groups, chat, network. I mean, that's gonna take time, and it's gonna be really hard for me because you know me. I'm gonna be like, results. Let's find people. But this is gonna take some time. But if you think about the way that this funnel is gonna go, the conversations you start this week, there's not gonna be very much happen, right? But the conversations you start next week, these ones will be coming back in. These conversations, those conversations. So there's this formula of 14, 3, and 1. So write that down. 14, 3, and 1. So the statistics are that you converse with 14 people. Okay? You're having 14 conversations going, whether they be in the comments below and everybody's talking about the same thing, or whether you friended them and now you're having your own personal conversation. You're going to have 14 conversations going on. Out of 14 conversations, 3 of them will eventually like watch or listen to your marketing plan or your product, look at your product or do something like that. And then 1 of them will either be your customer or be your team member. Okay? So 14-3-1 is still kind of like the way we do in Mary Kay. You call 10 people, you get a booking, and from the booking, this is what happens and this is how many customers you have from it, right? So still from there, I'm hoping that one person or those 3 people, you know, and I'm thinking booking parties is going to be a little bit easier than just selling the product right there, recruiting right there, right? We're still all about getting in person with them. But now I'm hoping that those 14 people that I'm talking to, the numbers of getting together with them, not selling them product yet or recruiting them is going to be a lot higher than just 14-3-1. I think it's going to be talk to 14 people, have 5 to 7 people book, and have 2 to 3 team members come out of it. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my formula. But this is what the proven formula for like any, you know, networking business, 14-3-1. So does that make sense? Questions on that? Okay, so like I said, I mean, this is not going to happen overnight, but this is going to be like exciting to know that you could do something while you're at home with your babies. Pop on a movie for them. Mom's going to be on my computer. I'm totally here, kiddos. I'm just going to be chatting with people online so that I can funnel people through this system and have, you know, as soon as I've got, you know, people who are, I mean, it's just seeing the masses faster, really. Because a lot of us, just the way that we've been doing work is not moving us up the career path and up our financial status as quickly as we want to be, and our time is getting even more tight, I feel like. And so I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling like, oh my word, like when I'm not here, I'm here, and when I'm not here, I'm here, and when I'm not here, I'm here, and my goals are still the same, but I'm getting a year older. Ah! Saturday, right? And then, but it's still the same story. So, people are online. 100 billion people are online. Do you know that? Like, I think they said like 19 billion people are like online daily. That's where everybody's at. Yes, they're out and about too, but if you are at home and you like are having trouble getting out because of sitter and because of other things, you either network at work, which may or may not be okay, or you go back to your same friendship groups, which you may have tapped out with, maybe not, or you do what? Rose promotions, facial boxes, you know, those are all well and good. This is another one of those. So we still can do rose promotions, we can still do facial boxes, we can still warm chat when we're out and about. I warm chatted somebody last night, there was 1, right? I want to be able to talk to 14 people to have 5 to 7 booked, to have, you know, 2 to 3 new team members a week. So I don't think those team members are going to be popping out the woodwork for at least 3 weeks. Okay, so I'm giving myself, I'm being realistic here. I'm trying to see like how this is going to work and how it's going to like plan. But it's also something duplicatable. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody can post. If you can read and write, you can connect with people, you can figure it out, right? So questions, comments? Does, right?
A new way to get new leads and network outside of my Facebook group. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like getting out of the comfort zone too, because I usually like the people that I have on Facebook is people that I actually know. But it's gonna be interesting. So, and like chatting with other people, like
And I don't think it has to be a big deal. I think, I think it's just something like, it should be like real, like,
yeah,
for like who you are and your real experiences and your, and just kind of offering whatever you have to offer in that situation.
So we are still all about being genuine, real. Don't add somebody on Facebook if you don't want to, right? Add them because you're like, yeah, she's somebody I need to
There are
talk
people
to.
who have upfront, like, sometimes you just like don't feel comfortable or you feel like, I don't feel like we really connect or.
And really, it's just a search. It's a search to connect. And so if we have something that somebody else can benefit from, we do, right? We do, right? Whether it be the product or the business or whatever. So keep that in mind as you're going out to find a need. And so you're saying, this is what I'm bringing to the table. Now I'm just looking. I'm searching for who might need me today. Let's comment over here. Let's post over here. That stood out to me. She stood out to me. She stood out to me. He stood out to me. Her mom. Whatever it may be, find your people inside a bigger pool. That's all we're doing. And I feel like their conversations can speak louder sometimes than what they're doing when they're walking through the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So I can see 10 people in a grocery store, they're all doing the same thing, right? I mean, maybe they interact a little bit, and I'm like, wow, I really like the way they did that. And so I'm always looking for different things that I see, but if all I'm seeing is, anyway, do you see what I'm saying? Like, masses, fewer, I feel like I'm still gonna do this, but I feel like I can do more over here. So, anyway, so that's the biggest training for tonight is, guys, find a presence on social media, whether that be creating your own page again and doing things that way, or whether it be through your personal page. Use the Monday through Sunday kind of thing, make it a part of your daily habit that you just pop online, maybe make it early in the morning, 7 a.m. I probably will be doing that early in the morning so that I can have it done. Which means if I'm gonna be doing videos, I probably will have to wake up even earlier so I can look good before my kiddos wake up. 'Cause I don't wanna be like, okay guys, unless it's gonna be part of my like how-tos, how to go from this to this. Anyway, so, but you don't have to be a guru, you don't have to be crazy. I mean, I kept thinking I did. I needed to know how to edit videos, take good videography, do this and that. That's my biggest thing that I've like held me back is I feel like I need to learn how to splice videos and pause them and have all these guru features. But really, if you can do it, somebody else can do it too. And if you're making things happen and getting your presence out there, you're going to be more duplicatable for everybody else who joins your team. So don't discount that. If you feel like you have to do all of these things before someone else can, how awesome is that for me to say, oh, Anna, I'll tell you, in 10 years when I'm finally ready, you're gonna say, well, it's gonna take me 20 then. Like, you know what I mean? So start it now, figure it out, train the next person so that it's not rocket science and everybody can benefit and grow their teams and figure things out. So, any thoughts? You're excited about it?
I am excited about it.
Okay, are we gonna find some time to do it?
Yeah.
Planner? Cool. Colored pencils, you remember how to use them?
Yes.
Yellow is mellow yellow, that's me time. Blue is blue when they're not with you, so it's family time. Pink is your Mary Kay prep time. Green is your money making time. And then I would just add a new color. Make it orange, make it purple, make it whatever color you're not using to be I'm going to be doing my posts. Actually plan it, or else it won't happen. It really won't. It's a thought, but it's not gonna happen. So that's why I give you colored pencils, because I feel like, oh, purple. I like purple. Actually, purple's Evelyn, I mustn't do that. Orange is good. Orange is good. They're both orange. Ooh, I like that.
I was thinking I need to do like, just like, make a
Hopefully
A
that
list.
was helpful.
one thing